Want to play a tried and true deck which incorporates exciting new cards? Want to go wide and gain massive card advantage? Want to hit hards with big finishers? Then have I got a deck for you. Bonds of Friendship Son Goku says on the front side, permanent, if there is a skillless battle card in your drop area, you can activate this card's awaken skill when your life is at 6 or less. This allows us to awaken earlier than most other leaders and keep our life total very high. It also has active main once per turn. Choose one 4-star ball from your hand and reveal it. Draw one card, and this card gets plus 5k power for the duration of the turn. So not only does it draw cards, but we're 15k attacking even if we haven't awakened yet. When you awaken, you get to draw one, untap one. This leader allows us to attack very powerfully without awakening. On the back side, it says active main once per turn. Choose one 4-star ball from your hand and reveal it. Draw two cards, then choose one card from your hand and place it in the drop area. This will allow us to filter through our deck to find our finishers and our combo pieces, as well as discard any cards we don't need currently and abuse graveyard effects. It also has auto once per turn. When you combo with the skillless card, that card gets plus 5k power combo power for the duration of the turn. This leader allows us to combo our vanillas away in order to gain extra combo power and filter through our deck very quickly. First off, we're going to talk about the standard Goku combo that this deck is revolving around. First off, we're going to play 5 copies of 4-star ball. This is an extra card for 0 that has choose up to one of your battle or leader cards. It gets plus 5k power for the duration of the battle. If it's a skillless card, it gets an additional 5k. The reason we can play so many of these is because it has the Dragon Ball keyword, so we can play up to 7. Also, we need to play a bunch because we need to be able to draw with our leader, and we need a 4-star ball in our hand to be able to do so. The reason we don't play more than 5 is because we can search it with Son Goku The Adventure Begins, which is the key early card for this deck. It has active main once per turn. Choose up to one 4-star ball from your deck or drop area, add it to your hand, shuffle your deck if you look through it. So not only can we cycle 4-star balls from our deck or graveyard, we can also use it to search every turn and gain card advantage. It also has active main once per turn for 2 generic energy. If your leader card is black, choose up to one skillless battle card with energy cost of 3 or less from your deck or drop area and play it, then shuffle your deck if you look through it. We are going to use this to bring out big 30k beaters that we can increase our power further with 4-star balls to 4k beaters very, very easily, and it will allow us to quickly flood the board with big threats. We are going to play a total of 11 vanillas. This is more than the deck previously has played. This is due to the effect of Ganos Bird of Prey, which I will talk about in a minute. We're going to play 4 20k and 7 30k vanillas. The reason for this is because we want to be able to bring out the 30ks with our Son Goku's effect, while still having a few we can play from our hand if we need to. The exact vanillas you play aren't really necessary. You can play any of them. I'm playing 4 Yamcha, 4 Full Power Frost, and 3 Grandpa Gohan. Next, we are going to talk about our finishers, the first being Ganos Bird of Prey. This is a new card out of the new draft box. It's going for a whole $1 right now, which is kind of nice. It has a 5-drop, 30k, has double strike and deflect. Auto, this card gets minus 15k power for the turn. When one of your opponent's battle cards attacks, negate the attack. This is pretty nice because it allows you to negate one of your opponent's attacks every turn. And it can even negate 2 attacks, but then it has to be destroyed. But the real reason we're playing it is because it has active main. Choose 2 skillless battle cards in your drop area, remove them from the game, switch this card to active mode. This is also not a once per turn effect. So this card can very easily on turn 5 be a 30k, double strike, deflect, triple or quadruple attack card. We're going to use this to finish off our opponent, and it's the reason that we're playing more vanillas than this deck previously has. For other finishers, we are going to be playing our 3 of Fearless Pan, which is a 3-drop blocker barrier that when you play it, choose all of your other red leader cards and red battle cards. They gain 5k power and double strike for the duration of the turn. So this turns all of your red vanillas you've been getting with Son Goku The Adventure Begins into double strikers, which can make a very devastating play. It's also very good against the crackback because it's a barrier blocker. We're also going to play a 1 of Mirror Creator Absorbed. This is just like a final finisher card. It's very good. It only costs 1 mana, and it can basically be infinite attack. We are going to be playing several cards for utility, starting off with 2 Koitsu Mechanical Courage. This is a card that is active main for 1. Remove this card in your drop rate from the game, then choose 2 cards in your hand, place them at the bottom of your deck in AD order. Draw cards equal to the number of cards you place at the bottom of the deck with this skill. Then, for the duration of the turn, if your opponent plays a battle card with 20k power or less, they choose 2 cards from their hand and send them to their warp. This is a great effect to use before dropping one of your finishers, either Pan or Ganos. And also, we can get it to our graveyard for free due to our Son Goku cycling ability. We're also playing 2 of Hidden Power East Supreme Kai. This, when it combos, allows us to give our cards double strike and is very good since we have so many high power cards we're going to be putting on the field. It's also a great finisher with Amira. We're going to be playing 4 Trunks Intensifying Power. This is there in case our opponent tries to stall us out and not let us get to 6 life. We want to be able to cycle through our deck so we can start dropping vanillas in our discard pile for Ganos' effect, so we're going to be playing something that self-awakens. Last, we're going to be playing 2 Demonic Absorptions. This deck has easy ways to get around non-barrier battle cards, but it needs a way to kill barrier cards. This card has Active Battle. You can pay this card's active battle card without paying its energy cost, which allows us to combo it for 5k, so it's never a dead card. And then if your leader card is black, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and send it to its owner's warp. So not only does this get around barrier, but it can also warp things we don't want going to our opponent's drop. For negates, we're going to play 4 Power Bursts. This card is great because not only does it negate an attack, potentially for free, but it can grab back our Son Goku The Adventure Begins, or our Bonds of Friendship Android 8 in a pinch. We're also going to be playing 2 of Not Even a Scratch. This is a good negate, and also it can be discarded by our Son Goku effect to later be warped to draw a card. The last cards we're going to play in our deck are 3 Bonds of Friendship Android 8. This is a 1-drop that when you put it in play, looks at the top 7 cards of your deck, you choose up to 1 skillless card and add it to your hand. This is good, since we have more skillless cards in this deck, it's pretty much always going to hit, and it's going to get us to our Ganos win condition. It also has, when your Son Goku Childhood is KO'd by opponent's skill or leaves the battle area, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. This is very useful because we can do things such as comboing away our Son Goku in order to kill any card, not ignoring barrier. This is going to be very useful at getting rid of big threats and slowing our opponent down. We're also playing, for our super combo, Temporal Rescue Trunks. This is a generic Sparking super combo, so as long as we have 5 or more cards in our drop, we can combo with it. We want to play this one because our leader doesn't always get to 4 life very early, and it is very easy to get 5 cards in our drop due to our cycle ability. Bonds of Friendship Son Goku is a great deck for newer players. It's relatively easy to play and pretty forgiving, while not losing much in the power level. The whole deck actually costs under $100, which is very good for a tournament level deck. As always, go out there, play some super, and have some fun.